For as long as I can remember, I have always done things differently. From the time that I was very young, I remember just loving everything vintage, and that has correlated into my adulthood. And this is what this cabin is going to bring. It is going to be a way to escape from life and a way to escape from the everyday technology of 2025. It will have a wood stove, and while I am up here, I will have limited contact with the outside world. This cabin will basically be a way to transform back into the old times. And I hope that in watching these videos that you feel the same way. There's a quote that I always try to live by, and it really resonates with me. It goes like this: if you feel a vastness of passion towards a particular goal, you owe it to yourself to follow through with it. Because what your soul desires is ultimately what you need. I hope that you enjoy my channel.
Is it good there till you come up?
Yeah.
I don't want her here to start. Well, I'm barely holding on. Alright, where's it going?
Well, that sucks.
I got a different place. Oh yeah.
Oh, by moving that plywood a little bit, did that help you?
We're going to put the OSB on the walls just to give the structure more uh, stiffness and security. And then we'll go from there and figure out what we're doing with the roof. God,
What, like 50 some bags of concrete.
we gotta get going. It's already 10. I guess it's the wood, but that,
Yeah. Get one as high as you can on that end. Oh God, I'm not.
wait, what? To go over.
I mean, it's this wood.
Yeah.
Well, that's just nature, but it would be. But Lord.
Someone in a comment on the last video had asked me to do a little informational video on my friend George, and I'm going to give you a little background on how I met George. When I was pregnant and living in my old house, I needed help with a spare bedroom because I had just became a new mother. And one of my babies was still in the hospital, so I didn't have time to do it myself. I made a Facebook post asking if anybody knew anybody that could help, and a girl had messaged me that I was friends with and told me to message her stepdad, and I did, and we kept in contact here and there. over the years. And one day I contacted him and I said, hey, let's build a bar in my basement at my house. And he helped me out with that, and we just hit it off and became close friends. And ever since then, he has hopped on every opportunity when I text him with some type of crazy idea, and he never says no, and we have a lot of fun. He does have his own contracting business, but he has never built a cabin before per se, but he has helped build some homes, and I have learned a lot from him over the years, and he has taught me so many things. So it is nice to have his experience to help build this cabin. So I hope that gives you a little insight on how I met George. This particular part of the build was pretty exhausting and pretty hard, considering lifting these heavy pieces of the OSB and then holding this heavy nail gun, but we managed to get it. And some people wait to do this step after they have their roof on, but we decided to do it because we wanted to add some stability to the framing, because we could feel at times up on the loft that it felt a little wobbly. The front and back framing, we left that little space at the very top open because when we go to put the OSB for the loft and enclose the top areas, we wanted to use whole pieces instead of cutting them smaller. That way we weren't wasting as much of the OSB.
Push over.
Yeah.
And eventually tape will be put on these crevices to seal them, and I'm also going to go on the inside of the cabin and use some spray foam just as an extra precaution to make sure everything is sealed up really good. When I look at the progress that me and George have made in a pretty short amount of time, I'm extremely proud of us, because for majority of this build, it has just been the two of us. And I'm also maintaining a full-time career, and I'm also a mom. So finding the time to get up to work on this cabin, you have to make some sacrifices, but I just keep telling myself in the end that it will be worth it, that I will have this cabin that I can make memories that will last a lifetime in with my children. So it just makes me super excited. In this next video, you're going to end up seeing us do the ridge beam and also start working on the roof. But like I said, with the two of us, it's going to be somewhat hard and it's going to take longer, but we may have some extra help for certain parts of the roof. But I hope you've enjoyed the videos, and I hope you stick around, and I hope you follow along for the next video. Thanks for watching.